Year one in particular was all about bedding us in, getting everyone internally especially and externally to understand what it means and why we've done it. So that there was definitely a lot of that required. I'm pleased we did it in year one, and performance was great. And unusually for EOTs, we were able to pay a bonus at the end of year one, which we were really thrilled to be able to do that. And then year two is built on that. The last 2 years, both of them have been two of our most successful years on record from a performance perspective. I think we're on 11% growth this year in year two, the end of year two. And that's in a challenging market as well. The insurance market is softened, so that puts extra pressure on what we do. But the team have pulled together, and I think it's probably because everyone's get to understand how, when we work together even better as an EOT, how we can all share the rewards. But what I think the EOT has brought in the last couple of years is just that extra care and attention, the longer hours, whatever it might be, that extra effort, that extra whatever it might take to do something a little bit special for clients, and that's coming through every day. The challenges this year have been mostly external. I wouldn't link any of those to employee ownership. I think every business, every professional services business has experienced the same, and that's been a shortage of business confidence that the majority of our clients seem to have. Perhaps they're not investing in the way that they would perhaps like to. So it's been majority economic, external challenges that we've had to help clients to navigate. We've always been pretty good at keeping hold of quality clients that we have. We've always looked to give the best possible service that we can. I know that the initial reaction from many clients that we spoke to when we explained that we got into an employee ownership trust was very positive. We've always been a business that's built long-lasting relationships, and by committing to an employee ownership model, that means we're here for the long term. So that's good for clients, that continuity, and also that there's a hope, therefore an expectation that we'll keep our colleagues in together as a team, because we're all co-owners, and that's good for clients because that means that they get to keep those personal relationships with their TC team. So I'd say it's been a positive reaction, and the same applies to insurers as well. Almost all of them have been pleased that we're remaining independently owned rather than owned by one of the larger corporate models that tend to dominate our market. You get a whole range of questions about what is it in the first instance, and you tend to kind of easily explain that as the John Lewis model. It's the best known one, where everyone's a co-owner and everyone gets to share the rewards when it goes well. And then that you get in our industry, because it seems to have gone through 20 years of people generally selling out to the highest bidder. Why have you done that? Why didn't you get more money? So it's a whole range of different things. Clients, as I said, have said before, that kind of what does that mean for me? And we'll explain to them that it's staying here in the local communities, serving our clients for the long term. And insurers will get it really quickly, that it's a good move. It's a line in the sand that we're not going to be demanding things that some of our peers tend to demand. So generally it's a range of different questions depending on who the audience is, who's asking the question. Yes, so that's something that we can always claim, that we'll be the first employee ownership trust in the insurance market. And that probably goes to show they've been around since 2014, and yet we're the first that went over the line in 2023. And that just goes to show that the trend is to generally sell to a highest bidder, whether that's private equity or a large corporate, and we've gone against the grain there. It was a choice. Myself and the other directors just didn't want to sell out to a large corporate. We wanted this business to stay in our communities for generations to come, and we wanted to give some quality people who are already in the business, and some that have yet to join us, I guess, the the opportunities that we've had, which is to be able to be in control of our own destiny and build a business that employs good people in our community, serving our clients for years to come. The highest bidder wasn't a thing for us. It was about making a good decision that respected those that have gone before us, who have also resisted the opportunity or the temptation rather to sell, respecting that heritage, protecting their legacy, and hopefully building a legacy of our own that can go on for years and years. Yeah, I think the challenges will be similar around technology, it'll be around the economy, it'll be around international political environment, but that'll be the same for every business. In terms of opportunities, we'll be looking much longer, much further ahead, having committed to an employee ownership trust. We're now looking at 5 and 10 year plans, and the philosophy that we've always had as a business is invest to grow, and that's something that we're going to be continuing to do now under an employee ownership trust, and investing in technology, making sure that we're capable of keeping up with changing buying behaviours, particularly around technology use, becoming more efficient, but more importantly, bringing quality people into the team that will help us grow and continue to give the good service that our clients have always expected.